Okay, let's do the last exercise revision. After this, we're going directly to unit 4, okay? I mean chapter 4. The angles opposite to the longer side. Okay, so let's revise the theorem, okay? The angle opposite to the longer side is larger. So it means that it doesn't matter if it's an isosceles triangle. I mean, like this, you cannot do it in equilateral triangle, because if everything is equal, then everything will be equal only. But if it's an isosceles triangle or a scalene triangle, it doesn't matter. Okay, suppose these two is equal, suppose, okay, and then these two angles are equal. Suppose this is 45, 55, this is 55 degrees. So let's say 65. So it's not just the angle opposite to the lower side is larger, and also you could also say the angle opposite to the smaller side is also smaller. So okay, first let's do this. Let's say this 7, 6, 5. So which one is longer? This is longer, no? 7 centimeter, which means this angle will be larger. Simple. This is larger than this and this. Okay, so in a triangle, if like it works for sides, so this is because of the length of the sides, we know the angle which one is larger. So if the angles were like, suppose 40, 60, 80, then through the angle also we will know which side is longer. If the larger angle is this, so opposite to this side will be longer, or the longest among the three sides. Okay, that's what it is. Okay, and then suppose these two is equal, 65, then 120, 130, which means it will be 50. So if you look at this is the smallest angle, so this will be shorter or shortest. So it works that way only. So the side opposite to the smallest is smallest, the side opposite to the largest is the largest angle, and the same exact thing applies to the side also. The longer side will give us the largest angle, the smallest side will give us the smallest angle. And since this 65 and 65, these two are same, na? To do the same, tell opposite की side or opposite की side, do the same, because the two angles are same. Got it? That's what it is. Okay. And then the third one is not the second one is the sum of any two sides of a triangle is greater than the third side. So in case this is a triangle, so if this 7, this 6, then this one, suppose 7 plus 6 is 13, right? So this one, this side should, no matter what, be longer than 13. So it should be 40. Should, no matter what, should not be longer than 13, or should not be equal to 13 as well. Got it? It should be smaller than that. Sorry about that. So this 7, this is 6, the total is 13. So the third one should always the longest one. So we are assuming that this is the longest one. Okay, so let me give another example. 7, so 5 plus 7 is 12. So this should be, no matter what, it should not be 12 or larger. So it cannot be 12 also, it has to be smaller than 12. Okay, because this two added up is 12, so it has to be smaller than 12. This one, it has to be smaller than 13. So this can be 11, this can be also 11, but this line cannot be 12 or 13 or anything else larger than that. Okay, so that's what it means. So the two smallest one added up together should always be larger than the third side. So 12 is 11 is okay, 13 into 11 is. So that's how it works. So you always have to add the two smallest one. You're not supposed to add these two, because these two are not the smallest, like this is the smallest one, but 11 is the longest one, right? So you have to add this and compare it with the longer side, and it should always be more than that. Okay, so let's do a question. Okay, I don't know if I meant the right question or not. Okay, but anyway, I just literally made this question and I'm very sleepy actually. So that's question number one. Let's just try it. Okay, so in triangle ABC, let me draw the triangle ABC. ABC. We don't know which one is longer or which one is shorter, but they did give us one is 7.7, BC is 13.8, and they're asking what is AB, so it can be any one of these. So we do know that the two shortest one added up together should be more than this. So 7.7 plus 5.1 would be 8, 12, so it's shorter than this, we cannot use that. 5.5 plus 7.7, 12, 8, 13, we cannot use that either. So 6.1, 7.7, 13, 13.8, which is exactly the same as this, but exact also we cannot use. We need more than that, so obviously it's going to be 6.5, because 6.5 plus 7.7 is to 12, 14, so it comes out to 14.4. so this should be 6.5. then that's the only possible side of AB. Otherwise this tree cannot be the side of AB, because those are, if you use this tree, then the two shorter side added up will always be shorter than this or equal to that, but we need more than that, so this is the correct option. Okay, let's do question number 2. Okay, I will have only 4 questions after we're done. In triangle PQR, angle P is 45, Q is 67. Which side is the longest in length? So let's draw the triangle. We don't know which one is longer. PQR, they've given us angle P is 45. It's always nice to draw a diagram, okay, like in the rough section or whatever, for you to understand what is what and what is not. Is 67. They're asking which one is longest. It can be PQ, it can be PR. Of course, it's not QR because 45 is too small. So we'll have to first find out how much this is. So we know 45 plus 67. That's it. Plus angle R equal to 180. 45 plus 67, given no. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 2, 1. 6, 7, 11. Okay, so 112 plus angle R equal to 180. Angle R equal to 180 minus 112 equal to 8. 7 minus 1 is 6. 1 minus 1. So this is, we're getting 68 degrees. So among these three angles, which one is the highest? This, right? So opposite to this angle is what? This side. So which means PQ is the longest. Option PQ is the longest. Let's do problem number 3. In triangle XYZ, if XY equal to XZ and angle Z is 61 degrees, then the shortest side of the triangle is this. So XY, XZ, YZ, or cannot determine the shortest side with the given information. So let's just draw this triangle and see if we have enough information or not. So there's a XYZ. They're saying XY equal to XZ. So XY and XZ are same. And they're saying angle Z is 61. So this is an isosceles triangle because two sides are equal. You already know that. So this should also be 61. So the third angle we have to find out. So 61 plus angle X equal to 180. 122, I guess. Plus angle X equal to 180. Angle X equal to 180 minus 122. Angle X equal to 8. So 7 minus 2 is 5. So 58. So we're getting 58 degrees. So what were they asking? They were asking us the shortest side. So shortest side should be opposite of the smallest angle. So this, so why is it? This is the shortest side. Okay. And then we have one last question, Roman number 4. In this given figure, AC is larger than AB. Okay. Then what is the relation between angle PBC and QCB? So between this angle and this angle they're asking. And given is that AC is larger than AB. If AC is larger than AB, itu lamba wala se itu lot kore to lamba wala la opposite thang wala angle dekhe na. So opposite to this is angle B. So angle ABC, which is this one. Why? Because they said this is longer, this is longer. So opposite to this should be bigger. So this is bigger than this angle. This is longer than this, right? So itulah opposite talo chuto wala. So angle ACB. So ABC ACB. So ABC is larger. But see, suppose let's say we have an angle, two angles, okay, two separate cases, and this one, let's say this is 110 degrees and this is 120 degrees. So this one, obviously this one compared to these two, okay, compared to these two, this one is larger compared to these two. So if this is larger, what can you say about this? Because you see, in a straight line, the total is always going to be 180 degrees. So if this 110, this should be 70. If this 120, this should be 60. So if this angle is larger, then by automatic default, this angle becomes larger when you compare the two angles, the other two angles. Got it or not? So there's that concept. So you already know that this will be larger because this angle is larger and they're both equating to 180, right? So this is larger by automatic. Itu do mo ini common sense la type to think of it in a common sense way, but to actually calculate it, I think I've already given this. It's a very similar question to this, where I said whenever you there's a equal to or larger than sign and you cut the minus and minus, this will become A B. Sign change today. If you cut the minus minus, this will become A B. Okay, don't ever forget that whenever you cut the signs, the larger than sign or the smaller than sign always reverses when you're cutting negative signs. And I've already explained to you, I think, the concept. If you have not understand, so like for example, minus 3 is smaller than minus 1. Obviously minus 1 is greater than minus 3. If you draw the number line 0, then minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, so it's coming in decreasing order and goes in increasing order, right? So obviously this comes first, so minus 1 is larger than minus 3. So if you cut the negatives, then we're living with 3. 1 is larger than 3, but this is not true. 1 is obviously not larger than 3. So whenever you cut the negatives, the sign automatically reverses. So obviously 3 is larger than 1. Got it? So this one, if you want to mathematically find out, not by common sense, then you can write angle ABC can be written as 180 minus angle PBC, 180 minus angle QCB. So 180 you can cut, you will be left with this. So minus, so minus minus, if you cut it, the sign will become ulta. Sorry, this is supposed to be wait, okay, QCB, this is supposed to be B. Yeah, so that's how it is. Okay, so BCB is smaller than the other one, or QCB is larger. So that's it. Make sure you have your graph book in the next class. Thank you.